This guitar is a huge part of my life. It begins with me 14 years old, sitting in the living room of our one-bedroom apartment when we moved to Los Angeles. After we had been our first year in Santa Barbara, we moved to Los Angeles to start a career. And we began with a music school. We had 3 small one-bedroom apartments, 2 for teaching, 1 for living. And I was sitting there. I had just come back from school. I was going to school. I was teaching. I was practicing. I was learning. I was making transcription for the quartet. And this time I was practicing. And an old friend of ours from Santa Barbara had come to visit. Her name was Henrietta. Henrietta Quinel. She can be found in some of the old silent movies. She was an actress. And I was practicing on my father's 1932 beloved Santos Hernandez. And my father thought that I had put a nail mark. I'm not so sure that I had or not. But he always, as he should have been, was very careful to not damage the guitar. Something I'm eternally grateful to him, because that's something that we all guitar players, because of our so close contact with the instrument, we tend to scratch them, so we have to be careful. But my father said, Pepe, don't try, I think you might have put a scratch on it. Then later he came, and I don't think you did. But Henrietta was there, and she asked me, don't you have your own guitar? And I said, no, I don't. I actually did, but I always preferred my father's guitar to mine. And she says, for your 15th birthday, I'm going to give you a guitar. And my father had already ordered, at that time, 3 guitars. Angels came later, a year later. But on my 15th birthday, my father had already ordered a guitar for himself, 1 for Celine, both of rosewood, and I wanted mine out of cypress, but a classical. And Henrietta bought it for me and gifted it to me on my 15th birthday. The night we are listening, and we're looking at the guitar that I named Henrietta. It's a Miguel Rodriguez, 1958, and made by Rodriguez Serrano, the son. And I remember that it came to the address of an old girlfriend of Celine, Paulina Frolic, a young lady in Santa Barbara. And when it came, Celine, I was too young to drive, so Celine went to Santa Barbara to pick it up and brought it to me. And that night, I completely remember that I did not sleep the entire night. I sat playing this instrument. This guitar has accompanied me through most of my Mercury recordings from 1958 to the 60s, way into the 60s, and very early on, 1962, we get our first. She's recorded earlier, in 1960. My Mercury records are made on this guitar. My first Mercury record. The first was contemporary, then Mercury. My father liked this guitar even better than the one he got for himself and from Celine. So he recorded music from the courts of Spain on this guitar. And I just absolutely love her. When my son turned 15, I gifted it to him. I'm really happy that he has it and that I have visitation privileges to my old friend, my beloved guitar Henrietta.